Welcome back if you're not new, and welcome if you're new. I'm drawing again, and this drawing is a little bit special, not because I'm using anything different or it's in a different medium or a different sketchbook. No, it's my last drawing and maybe my last art piece in 2024, which I think is a little bit wild to say because for me, it's the 31st right now. I don't know about you guys is in America or any other places in the world. But for me, this is the last day of the year. And the reason this video is coming out so early is because I have to work this year, this New Year's Eve. Yeah. So that means from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 11 at like night, I'll be working, which is completely fine. I chose this for my job because I was one of the. There were two people needed, and we were like three people had the opportunity, and I was like, the third person. She had already had New Year's last year, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it this year because then maybe I don't get it next year. Hopefully, hopefully, I don't know. But that also means since I'm working, I can't really go to a party or anything, and that's alright. But yeah, it's a little bit boring, but it's also gonna be alright. I think. I think it's gonna be good. There's not much I can do, at least. Yeah, but that's also like, even if I wanted to drive to a party with my friends are, they're about like 2 hours away. The place I'm invited, which is very nice of them to invite me. But if I'm done at 11 and 12 o'clock, we have like the whole thing. And it's 2 hours. Then I come at 1 o'clock. So that would be pretty stupid. And I have to get up for work at 9, the 1st of January. So my schedule is completely packed. And the only reason I took the 1st of January is, of course, since I had the New Year's Eve, like it just makes sense, you know. Most used to spare other people at my job, but also like I'm not gonna have a wild night tonight. I'm gonna have a pretty boring night if I'm honest, but it's gonna be all right. I think. Um, but yeah, I have to pick out some clothes and actually try and look good and stuff. Gonna be a little bit interesting because I'm going to work, of course, but either I'm gonna stay at my workplace because I work with elderly people and like stay there with them till like 12 to like 1 a.m. and then probably gonna drive home because it's like that's just how it is. So I'm gonna have to take some nice clothes with me, which will be pretty weird to like be like go from work and still be in my workplace, but then have to wear nice clothes and kind of be a part of it. The New Year's party stuff is gonna be a little bit weird, but I think it's all right, and I don't mind really. It's all good. It's all good. It has been quite a year, I think. Like many things have happened. I turned 18. I'm a grown up, which is really cool. Like that definitely did a lot. Like being 17. If any of you guys are 17 or have been 17, you know what I'm talking about because especially if you live in Europe, you're like just 1 year away from being able to do practically everything you want, which is legal, of course. um, and also you can decide for yourself because no one is your parent, no one is your legal guardian. Like you can't. There's nobody can tell you what to do really, except the police, I guess. That's pretty cool. But here in my country, like being 17, it doesn't mean you're necessarily smarter that you're 18. You're just 1 more year older than 17. But it is what it is. And I got my driving license, and that was amazing. Yeah, I've been using that a lot. Actually, that's one of the biggest changes I did this year. Like Also, I did YouTube a lot more. I did it better. I went harder. I tried even more. But also, really, I just um, kept going with a bunch of stuff and growing as a person, I think. And I think everybody did so. This year has been very weird. A lot of things has happened, good and bad, especially a lot of bad stuff around the world and stuff like that. But I still think like it's been pretty alright. Not really. It hasn't been a perfect year, but no year is going to be perfect. I think so. There's nothing that's going to be perfect ever, because there'll always be somebody to complain, or always be somebody who will have a differing opinion to what's good and what's bad. But we can pretty much all agree that it's been alright. At least in my part of the world, it's been alright. Some other people have had it way worse, and I understand that, and I feel very sorry for the people who have experienced such crazy things. It's like it's wild. It's a wild world. Other things, I know it's a bit of a shift in just a shift in general. But I've gotten a lot more comments and people who have been interested in my art, and that's amazing. I love that, and every artist loves it. Like, it's the best part of the job when you actually get some interest from people you don't know. Like, I've had interest before from family and friends and stuff like that, but they're it's not stupid, but they're just they want to help you as a person. That's nice, but you can't really, like, they don't want the piece because of the piece. They want it because they know you. And every time my friends spot something, I've been like, remember, this is like, you have to like this. You choose this painting or this little drawing because you like it, not because I made it, because you like it. It has to be like that, because I don't want people to just, like my friends or family, just to help me out by buying pieces if they don't really want them. Like, then I would rather just have the money to buy more paint so I can create more stuff. Like, it's not because I want to sell the paintings. It would be cool if I could just have them all by myself and, live off that. Just but that's a part of the job. You gotta sell your paintings or sell your art in general, and that's cool. And people have been messaging me more on other social medias and on YouTube and stuff like that, which is great. Um, but like, when I tell them the price, they're like, "Oh, I don't think I have enough money, or I may need to save up." I really think it's still cool though, and that's nice. It's very nice. I know that they really want it, but, like, of course, art is expensive, and my stuff is. It's not expensive, I would say. It depends on how you look at it. As an unknown artist who makes, like, all the stuff myself, of course it seems expensive. But when you realize how much time and money art costs to make, you really start to, like, then you should realize this isn't the people aren't making much money with even with my prices. They need to be way more than that, to where people actually make money. Because, like, I I price my stuff pretty accordingly. I'm, of course, also I'm factoring my time. I'm factoring in product, like, canvases, paint, whatever, paper, um, ink, all the stuff I'm factoring in how much that costs. I'm material costs, and then there's time, like, how much money do I give myself in an hourly wage, and, like, I'm trying to give myself as little as possible without, like, being stupid. And then there's just stuff like that, just work, time, effort, enjoyment. All this stuff is a part of it, and all this stuff will factor in the price. Like, and I'm trying to keep it as cheaply as possible without underselling myself, because if I end up selling a bunch of stuff for, like, very little, like making like, I don't even know, like $10 or something, um, a drawing or a painting or whatever, and I've sold 3 pieces. Oh yeah, I made $30. But you know, when I want to make more money, I have to raise the prices, and if people know the old prices or stuff like that, they don't want to buy it. So I'd much rather have my prices a bit higher in the start, because when I'm growing and becoming more popular and people are getting to know my name, the prices will grow steadily, but they won't have to grow insanely at one time, because I actually had the prices fair to myself. And like, then I also got another message, which was like, if I could design a tattoo for this girl, and I think that's very cool. Like a cool idea. Hope she understands, like, likes my stuff and wants something in my style, because like I can't I can draw other things and stuff that's not in my style, but it's gonna look like I drew it, if you know what I mean. So it's my style. It's gonna be in this world of like my stuff, and I think that's like it's a strange request. That's a hard word for me. It's a strange question to ask me, because like, why not ask a tattoo artist, or why not ask like your tattooer, because she hasn't really specified what she wants necessarily. Like she talks about something about a church and some bees, and if you know my art, I don't really draw bees or churches or paint them, so I'm a little bit like, okay, that's a little bit of a weird request. And also, I don't know if she will pay for like the tattoo or a painting. Like she was very vague with both things. Like the tattoo part seems cool, but like, would she pay for it? And the what's it called, the painting or drawing or whatever, like, would she pay for that? She said something about February, which is like in next month, which is fair. I'm not rushing anybody. People can pay whenever. No, they can't pay whenever they want, but they can buy a painting whenever they want. I can reserve a painting for them, but I'm so unpopular right now that I don't think my paintings will be sold in in the time that it takes people to get money for my paintings if they want it. I don't think so. And it's nice to get this kind of interest from people. It's really nice, and I really love it. And they're so sweet in their messages. And of course, I know it's so expensive. And every time they're like, "Oh, I really enjoyed this," like one of the bigger things, or the medium sized things, then I'm like, "Oh no," because that's the more expensive stuff. Of course, the insanely large stuff is it's very expensive also, of course. But people know that, and they feel more like they don't want to purchase the huge painting because they don't have room, or if stuff like that. But it's a hard world to make a living in, because I don't want to undersell myself. I don't want to waste my time, but I also don't want to make no money. And it's a hard way of seeing things. And maybe, just maybe, one day somebody will sell the drawing or painting. I don't know. It doesn't even matter really. Like, it's just my stuff. But it would be cool though. Like, not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh yeah. YouTube has been going pretty great. Thank you for that. I think we're at 666 last time I checked, which is a bit of a scary number. But it's also really nice. Like, I was kind of having a bad like month, the start of the month, and now that we're going into January, um, I think it's gonna be a lot better if I keep going, like just steadily having pretty good videos, and the videos doing decent to well. It's gonna be awesome. Especially in terms of like views and watch time, and of course also subscribers. Like that's really nice, and I'm so thankful for all of you guys. It's really cool. It's been a wild year. Like I I kind of want to look up my statistics. You know what? I'm gonna look up my statistics and tell you like some of the stuff, how much we got. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Okay, I'm found my computer, and now we have the statistics here. I won't want to show you the pictures. I haven't made any money. Don't you worry. But I'll tell you the numbers. So the last 365 days, I've had 29,547 views. I got that, which is a lot. It's 365% more than the last year, which is that's a lot of percent. That's it's very awesome. That's really cool. And yeah, thank you, thank you for that. Also, watch hours. We have 795.9 watch hours, which is 99.9% more than the last 30 days, which is awesome. And we're getting more every day, and it's really cool. And now for the subscribers, we have 99.9% more than last year. We have 400, no, 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 400. We have 614. So that means we had like, what, 50 something last year at this time. So yeah. That's pretty cool. So I've the channel has grown a lot, and all you nice people have been just tuning in, and I'm very thankful for all of you. You guys are so nice. Yeah. Ooh, I'm a little bit tired, but I think that's because like I've slept a long time. I slept longer than normally because I didn't have anything to do. I have work at 3 o'clock, so in like 3 hours. So this is the first thing I do really. I haven't eaten, haven't done anything crazy. Made the drawing yesterday, and the only reason I did that is of course to save my time for today, because I didn't know if the drawing was gonna turn out good first try, and I didn't know how much time I would have. So yeah. What more cool stuff? Well, I have one more cool thing that I'm working on, and that's something cool. Something very cool, I would say. It's I had an idea. Or actually, I didn't get this idea all on my own. My mom, she said that, and she's like, why don't you try going down to our little city, has a little art shop. She sells rings and clay and cool stuff in general, just really cool stuff. It's a refined little shop down in my little city, little local city. And my mom was like, why don't you go in and ask if she wants some of your drawings to be hanged up on their walls, like, and that would be pretty cool if they wanted to. And I was like, that's a genius idea, because I'm just trying to get as many drawings out and people to know my name and see my stuff, and that would be maybe the first place. So that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I would definitely do that. I'll try to maybe do that in the new year. I also have like to get my boots resold because I got money. Like, I'm not gonna sell them, not like sold in that way, but the bottom, the sole, the bottom of the boot is like it's you know, the heel, it's completely like just half of it is kind of gone, so it's a bit hard to walk in, and I think they would be much more comfortable and definitely last longer if I get them resold. So I'm gonna do that also if it's possible. I hope it's possible. It's like a thing where I think it's very cool that you can do it on some boots, but I hope you can do it on mine. because like it would extend the life so much more, and especially when I personally think that they're the perfect boots. So I don't want to switch them out, but I want these, like, yeah. So guys and girls and non-binary peoples and everybody's, we're getting very close to the end of the video, and I want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for a great year, and thank you for all the comments and all the stuff. I'm just very thankful for all you guys, and I hope you get a great next year, and I hope you'll watch my videos in the next year. That would be really cool. And yeah, the secret word is, I don't know, it's cat. C-A-T. It's cat. Meow meow. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Love you guys. And have a great New Year's Eve or New Year's Day and stuff. Yeah. Bye.